Jamaica is not less than anywhere else. And I don't like hearing that at all. Hey guys, it's your girl Shelone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And in today's video, I wanted to just briefly go over my experience with job hunting in Canada. First of all, I just want to say that my experience is different from your experience and will be different from someone else's experience. I have had persons tell me that I should prepare to, start with a retail job, maybe something at Starbucks, Timmy's, and I sat long and hard and I was like, I don't want that for myself. And I had to fight myself that Shelone, it's not a case where you think you're better than the job. It's just a case where I just didn't want that for myself. And if you're surrounded by people who are constantly telling you that, oh, you're gonna have to do this, and they're constantly in your ear telling you that, kind of belittling you or lowering your expectations, then those are not the type of people that you should surround yourself with. I honestly can't remember who told me that, because all I know is I emotionally, physically, mentally cut that person off. Because I can't even remember who said that to me. I landed in Canada on October 9th, and I was pregnant at the time. I believe I was 14 weeks pregnant. I don't remember, but I wasn't showing yet. And my main focus was finding a job, because in order for me to qualify for maternity benefits, which is where they give you 55% of your salary for 1 year, is if you work 600 hours. So I'd already done the calculation, and that's why I'd left Jamaica. As soon as I got through with my immigration, I left, because I was expecting and I wanted to ensure that I got 600 hours. So my main focus was getting those 600 hours. I wasn't concerned with different benefits that you could get as a newcomer, and these are things that I will go through as well. I probably should take a note of that, because that's something I wish I knew that somebody had told me. So I'm gonna do a video on benefits that you can get as a newcomer in Canada to help offset some of your expenses. So I wasn't focused on any of that. I just wanted to find a job. When I first landed, of course, in the first couple of weeks, there were some things that you had to take care of: bank accounts, health insurance, just some other stuff like grocery, trying to learn, find out what the place is like, shopping for winter, those kind of stuff, because I did land October 9th. And then my husband got sick as soon as we came, so it was just there was just a lot of stuff happening. So I decided that I was gonna seriously start looking for a job about the second or third week after I came, because I didn't want to just jump straight into the job hunting pool. I would just randomly send out some resumes, but I wasn't doing any resume targeting. I wasn't really taking the time to ensure that I would be selected. Anyways, so for the first couple of weeks, I took it easy. Kind of just took those couple of weeks as sort of like a mini vacation, because I knew that once I started working, that would be it. And about the third week of October, which is about 2 to 3 weeks after I landed, because I landed the 9th, I decided that I was gonna start sending out resumes and taking the job search seriously. Previously, I had seen an employment counselor with the Immigrant Services Calgary, and that's an immigrant organization set up by the government to help immigrants transition into the city of Calgary. So I went to Immigration Services Calgary, set up an appointment with an employment counselor, and pretty much I just did it because I just wanted to ensure I had all the tools available to me. So I didn't want to waste time sending out a bunch of resumes, and I didn't know that I wanted to ensure that I wasn't doing it all in vain. So that's why I wasn't really doing much job hunting, because I wanted to wait until I had that meeting with the employment counselor. So we went over the applicant tracking system, which is pretty much an automated system that they use to filter out resumes. They don't do it in Jamaica. And they do it here in Canada and other first world countries where it's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applicants for one position. She pretty much just went through what the application tracking system is, what I can do to match my resume to the job description, how to use a site called JobScan, which pretty much it allows a couple free tries where it compares your resume to the job description and it shows you how much your resume matches to the job description in terms of percentage. The aim is to get it to match to at least 80%. So she went through that, went through like job sites, things that employers are looking for, resume formatting. Some things I knew, some things I didn't. So I just took as what I could and decided to use it. On my employment counselor even also suggested that, you know, maybe I would have to start a job, like maybe I should like dumb down my resume, have two versions, a dumbed down version of my resume for regular jobs and another version for jobs in my field that I was qualified for. I did create a version of that, but the spirit just didn't compel me to apply for any regular job. My spirit said to me, Shelone, apply for jobs that you are qualified for. And that is what I did. So like I said, I know this is not the case for most people to land a job in their field, but by the grace of God, I was able to. And I applied to 2 jobs. I believe it was 2 jobs I applied to, because the reason I only applied to 2 jobs, like seriously, was because I wanted to take the time out to customize my resume to fit that job description. And customizing your resume takes time. It's like redoing your resume for each job that you're applying to, and that takes time. I only applied for 2 and I got an interview for 1. I got a callback for an interview for 1, and all of this happened like before 1 month. So I was actually able to, I had a telephone interview with the company, and then from the telephone interview, they called me for an in-person interview. So I only went through 2 rounds of interviews, and I got a call. I did the interview, I believe, the Thursday or the Friday, and I got a call back on the Tuesday that I was successful. And I was ecstatic. I remember I was dancing with my pregnant belly. I was so happy because the offer was good, and I didn't have to I'm lucky that I didn't have to send out 50 resumes. I know this story is it's out of the world. Only applied to 2 jobs, got 1, and I know it's not everybody's reality, but that has been mine. If you're a new immigrant, I advise you to seek employment counseling so that they can give you the tools necessary. But at the same time, I don't want you to think that you are not able to get a job in your field. Because I was able to get a job in my field. And the funny thing is, you just have to believe in yourself, because when I spoke to my manager at the time, he said that, you just seem like you know your stuff. You have to prepare for your interview. You have to display the skills that you acquired in Jamaica. Jamaica is not less than anywhere else. And I don't like hearing that at all. Your degree is just as valuable, if not more valuable, than the degree of a Canadian. You understand? So I don't want you to think that your degree from UE or your degree from UTech is not as valuable as a Canadian degree. It is as valuable. And I know that there's some fields where you have to get recertified, but it's not applicable to every field. Once the fundamentals are the same, some places you just have to work your way up. And I won't even say some places, some companies are just like that. But luckily I was able to find an employer that valued my skill set, and luckily my skill set was applicable to other companies in other countries. And I must say a huge thank you to all the employers that rounded me into the professional that I am today, because without them, I would not be where I am today. So I was able to get my 600 hours, qualify for maternity leave, and here I am recording YouTube videos while my husband babysits for us. So yeah, that's pretty much my experience. I will say that like I said, I know it's not the same for everyone, but just know that it is possible. It is possible. Just do your due diligence, take your time out, work, fine tune your resume, exude confidence in that interview. Let the employers know what you bring to the table. Sell yourself, believe in yourself, and that will be that can be the difference between you landing a job and not landing a job. My manager also said to me that, you know, usually they start off persons in my role at a lower salary, but he was like, I see that you know your stuff, and he didn't want to lowball me and then I go to somewhere else. So he saw that I was a great fit for his company, and he brought me on in like a couple of days. So I successfully landed a job less than 1 month in my field after landing in Canada. And I know you can do it too. And I know that my story is not just unique to me. So that's my job story, my job experience, job hunting experience in Canada. If you guys have any questions regarding anything that I discussed, just let me know in the description down below. And if you made it this far in the video, please comment down below, "Walk must get," and I will feature your comment in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Mwah.